Hey, good morning, everybody. It is a Tuesday. It is March the 18th, and I'm Chris Allen here with your 270 weather. Weather for the 270 area code and beyond. Good morning to you. It's March 18th. Okay, we could have another round of strong to severe storms tomorrow for Wednesday. It is a possibility, which I'll discuss in a moment after we review the stats from yesterday. There you see, we had a much cooler high of 54. It was a nice day, but with the winds coming in from the north and northwest, it was it was chilly. It was chilly compared to what we've had lately, which has been 70s and 80s. But with that warmer air comes the possibility of what we had over the weekend, the threat of severe weather and the heavy rain and thunderstorms, and the warm air is going to return today, and then the threat of severe weather tomorrow. So yeah, it's with the nice warm air, especially this time of the year when you're transitioning from winter to spring, uh, that's part of the price that is paid when you want that warmer air. So 54 was 6 degrees below the normal of 60. Not too bad. It just felt so much cooler because of, well, that's not what we've been used to. And we started out at 31 this morning. I can tell you already here at 7:41 a.m. Central Time, as I do this 270 weather update. We're already in the 40s. 43 is the current temperature reading that I have now. So we're already much warmer than we were yesterday. And of course, no precipitation over the past 24 hours after that heavy rainfall on Saturday and a little bit on Sunday. Okay, here's a look at the radar. Nothing going on. We still have a lot of river flooding that is going on, the Green River Basin. They've taken out the flood warning for the Barren River, so that's a little bit better. But you can see even around us, there's still a lot of flood warnings in effect. The Green River Basin is pretty much where the problems are and will continue. And then we're going to add some rain to that tomorrow. The good news is, even though there is the threat of severe weather, I'm not looking for a lot of rain. The rain, maybe a tenth to a quarter of an inch. That's not much in these thunderstorms that are going to come in, but that's good that we're not going to have to worry about I'm sorry, a flood risk. Again, the flood risk is there and it's going to stay there for a little bit longer. Now let's get into, I want to jump right into the severe weather threat. Today, nothing. Today, we're not worried about that. So, and tonight, no big deal. Here's the severe weather threat for Wednesday. And as you can see, they've painted us in a level one marginal risk. See the chart down here, the key, the dark green, level one marginal for the entire, well, really to two-thirds of the state of Kentucky, west and central. And then you see the level two in the yellow right along the Wabash River, parts of eastern Illinois and western Indiana for tomorrow. And this is primarily tomorrow afternoon. We're not going to see any severe weather at the beginning of the day. This is going to be more after, say, 4 or 5 o'clock to the west, and then moving across the Bowling Green, southern Kentucky News 40 area. It's going to be closer to 6, 7 o'clock tomorrow evening. Tornado outlook. It's, well, there's nothing there, but you know what I always say is that we can never really say zero. So even though it's nothing's painted on here for tomorrow, I really can't say zero. There could be this little renegade. This is one of those kind of sneaky little systems that come in, and then you don't think there's going to be too much to it, and then it does something, produces some wind damage, or maybe even a little isolated, brief, small spin up. It's possible. The damaging wind threat is there, 5 to 14% chance that we could see that. And then in the level 2 slight risk area, it goes up to almost 30%. So there's a risk of damaging wind, straight line wind, and because we have cold air aloft with this system, there's a lot of cold air behind this system. We're going to go up into the 70s and then fall down into the, well, 40s on Thursday, which is ironically the first day of spring. Um, there's enough cold air that I think we could see hail with any thunderstorms that do crop up tomorrow afternoon and evening. Whether it's large hail or small hail, I think there's going to be some hail. Uh, it looks like yeah, it's going to be there. Um, Anything else going on? Nope. After that, it calms down. Everything gets pretty quiet. But I just wanted you to know right from the get go this morning, uh, it's it's going to be at least tomorrow afternoon and evening. We're going to have a brief round of strong to severe storms. It's in the forecast. It's a low end threat, but it's there. So the wind and the hail are the two things we're really going to have to watch tomorrow afternoon. All right, let's go to the Kentucky Mesonet map, and here at 7:47 on your Tuesday morning, we check temperatures. Got a cold 36 at the Corvette plant sensor. And it may be because either the sun is not hitting it yet, or um, it's just at the right elevation to where it's not getting uh, much in the way of warmth. Everybody else is looking at upper 30s. Look at that 31, though. Now that's cold, but it's in that typical um, Cumberland River spot near Burkesville, barely 30 degrees. They rounded up to 31 since it's 30.6, but it's because it's at a much lower elevation. And then you go up the road to Metcalfe County. Edmonton is almost 50, almost 20-degree difference just right up the road. It's almost 50 now in Scottsville, 45 at the southern Warren County sensor. And you see 40s and now 50s beginning to show up in western Kentucky. And we're going to warm up pretty quickly today. And it's going to be because of a southerly breeze. And already the winds are starting to come out of the south to the west of Bowling Green. You see that we've got sustained winds at 5 to say 10 miles per hour. And then some gusts already at 10 to 15. So the winds, if they haven't already picked up at your house, they're going to here very shortly. It's going to be a breezy day, breezy and warmer. And that's what's going to make our temperatures soar, it appears, into the mid 70s by this afternoon. Considering we only hit 54 yesterday, we're going to be in the mid 70s today. That's crazy, but it's coming. Look at the high resolution satellite this morning. You can see some high drifting clouds back into Illinois, parts of Missouri, western Tennessee. These are clouds in advance of the system that is going to come in tomorrow and bring us those thunderstorms. And so look for upper clouds, high clouds to move in during the day, increasing clouds as we get into the afternoon and evening. And then tomorrow, The clouds will be with us, and then the rain and the thunderstorms by tomorrow afternoon. Let's go to the charts and see what we can see there. High pressure in control for us right now. Here you see the tightening lines, what we call the isobars. That's equal lines of barometric pressure. And you can see how tight they are. And when they're tight like that, that means wind. So it's going to be a breezy day, breezy tomorrow, too. Here we go into this evening with increasing clouds. Here we are midnight tonight and early Wednesday morning. Here comes the first little hint of shower activity. Wednesday morning, we're going to be dry, will be cloudy, breezy, warm. I mean, it's only going to get down into the 50s for overnight lows tonight after getting into the mid 70s today. And then we go close to 70 or low 70s tomorrow with the approach of the rain. And here we are, as you see the timeline down here, 7 p.m. Wednesday evening. Showers and thunderstorms lining up ahead of the cold front. And this is when we have that possibility of getting a strong thunderstorm or even a brief, severe thunderstorm, depending on the concern is here that it's not going to be all held together like this. This map kind of paints everything in, but we could actually have individual cells, supercells that develop. And I know when I say supercells, you immediately think tornado, but that's not the case necessarily. It certainly is possible. Even though I showed you the Storm Prediction Center outlook did not show a tornado threat, we really cannot say a zero threat. With any kind of supercell structure, if it's rotating, if there's enough energy there, you can have a brief tornado. But I think any tornado that forms, if it does tomorrow, would be small, it would be brief. And then this thing moves on. It's not going to linger that much. But here comes the cold front and the showers and the thunderstorms and that uh, low end severe weather threat. If nothing else, damaging wind and hail because of the cold air on the backside of this system. Look at the changeover here in parts of Indiana, Illinois. They're going to have a mix of precipitation because there will be enough precipitation left over behind the front in this little trough. You see that wave right there, that short wave trough. Breezy, windy at times, and enough cold air comes in to catch up with the moisture. And some parts of Indiana, Illinois, and who knows, maybe even parts of Kentucky could see a little mix as we get into, say, Thursday. Here's early Friday. Things clear out pretty nicely. We turn cooler Thursday, the first day of spring. And as I'll show you in the 7 day forecast, it's the coldest day out of the seven. Yeah, Thursday, first day of spring, the coldest out of the 7 day stretch. Here's another little piece of energy that comes in for Saturday. We'll be in a warm sector for a while, rain showers. Okay, I don't think this is going to be that big of a deal. And it's not going to rain all day Saturday, but here we go into Sunday. A much bigger system is going to come in for Sunday and Monday, the beginning of next week. Pretty good area of rain, and it looks like some thunderstorms too as we get back into the upper 60s, close to 70 degrees. So we've got several. I know we've had enough rain, but we I mean, this is the time of year when you're going to have these consistent systems that come through and each one could bring us thunderstorms, gusty winds, especially in March. March is all about the wind, and maybe even a severe weather threat. So that's what we've got to pay attention to at this point. All right, let's go to the model viewer, the model blender, and you can see that the temperature ranges here pretty much where they should be for this time of the year. We should be around 60 for normal high temperature, and you can see we're doing that once we get past Thursday. This weekend, pretty much where we should be. 60s, maybe close to 70, 60s, upper 50s, low 60s. I mean, that's very normal for the end of March, and lows will go back to normal, 30s and 40s. That's where we're supposed to be. The next couple of days, though, as you see today and tomorrow, mid 70s today, low 70s tomorrow, and then look at Thursday, the first day of spring. Look at that whole 10-day stretch, and the one that stands out as the coldest, the first day of spring on Thursday, 49. I'm actually going 48, and a breeze from the northwest, which will make it feel even colder. Now, as you can see, Thursday night into Friday morning, it's going to get down to 30. That would be below freezing. If you've put out any plants, eh, I would be careful. The skies will clear. And as we get a few degrees below freezing, you may just want to cover up any kind of plant that you've got out there that you think is, that you put out for the spring to grow, because that could hurt it if we get enough frost. So remember, the rule in Kentucky is wait until after Derby. Well, we still have a long way to go before Derby. I mean, this is only March 18th. The Derby is the first Saturday in May. So we still have all of April to go. If you don't want to lose any plants that you've put out there, I'm just giving you fair warning. That's where we are. Okay, here's the 7-day forecast that I put up last night for News 40. Going with 75 today, 53 tonight, breezy, and 72 tomorrow. And then in the afternoon is when we'll begin to see those showers and thunderstorms. And again, there's that level 1 marginal risk for a few strong storms with damaging wind and hail threat. Again, the tornado threat is not 0, but I think it's pretty low. Then there's your first day of spring, Thursday, the coldest out of the next 7 at 48. Then we go 60 Friday, mid to upper 60s Saturday, Sunday, but with that will come rain chances. And it's showing kind of low end rain chances, 30%, 40%. But really at night time, like for instance, Sunday night into Monday, that 30% chance goes to a 70% chance Sunday night into Monday morning. So, yeah, take that for what you will. More rain chances to come. It looks like we just can't get rid of the rain. It's there. And it's going to be fairly consistent over the coming days and weeks. It's just the pattern that we're in. Okay, that's going to do it for this update for 270 weather. Of course, powered by News 40. I'll be there tonight, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. It is at 5 o'clock, it's NBC 40. But then at 6 o'clock, it's CBS 40. We have 2 channels. Actually, we have more than that. We have Me TV. We have bunch of other things, but the two that the news are on, NBC 40 at 5, CBS 40 at 6, and then both NBC and CBS at 10 tonight on WNKY News 40. You can download the app. You see the QR code there. Download that, and you'll have the weather with you always, wherever you go. Have a great day. Enjoy the sunshine and the warmer temperature, and God bless.